Hello, everyone. Thank you all for joining us today. My name is Melissa Jones. I'm a principal planner at Caltrain, and I'm happy to be here today to share information and help spread the word about Clipper Start, which is the Bay Area's new means-based fare discount pilot program. Caltrain is participating in Clipper Start, and we're offering a 50% discount off our one-way adult Clipper card fares for folks who are enrolled in Clipper Start. And today's webinar is designed to help spread the word about Clipper Start, share information about this new program, and provide you with an opportunity to ask staff questions. And we'll do the best that we can to answer your questions and hopefully you can take away a better understanding of Clipper Start. Before we dive into the details about Clipper Start, we wanted to start this webinar with a couple of quick polling questions for all our Zoom attendees. So let's dive into the poll. Conan, are you able to pull up our first polling question?
It's live now.
Great. So our first question is, are you a Clipper card user? And then we also have a second question, which is, how did you find out about Clipper Start? So please answer those questions as best you can. And while we're waiting for the results to come in, I'll share a little bit more about how this webinar is going to work. So first, I wanted to introduce the two other staff members who are joining me here today to help provide information about Clipper Start. First, we have Lisa Hale. She is the Regional Project Manager for Clipper Start, and she works for the Metropolitan Transportation Commission. And then we also have one of my fellow Caltrain employees, who is the manager of our fare operations program, Christian Kwok. Lisa and then Christian, would you like to say hi to everyone who is attending our webinar today?
Sure, thanks Melissa. I'm very happy to be here today to talk about the Clipper Start program. We know that it's a program that can help a lot of people, and I look forward to telling you more about it.
Hi everyone, this is Christian Kwok, and I'm the Fare Program Manager for Caltrain, and I'm happy to be here to help answer any questions related to the Clipper Start program.
Great, thank you both. It looks like we've got our polling results in, and it looks like we do have some Clipper card users, and folks learned about this from social media. So that's great. I'm happy to hear that our social media posts are working. So the way that this webinar is going to go is that we're going to have a presentation overview about Clipper Start from Lisa. And then after the presentation, we're going to go into Q&A. And please submit all of your questions about Clipper Start on Zoom using the Q&A feature, or through comments on Facebook. You can just put them in on Facebook as a comment, and our staff will be monitoring both Zoom and Facebook to collect your questions and pass them on to the three of us. And a note, if you're on the phone and you can't type in your question on Zoom or Facebook, you can press *9 to raise your hand on Zoom, and then at the end of the Q&A, we'll take your question if it hasn't already been answered by someone else who submitted questions. So with that, we look forward to your questions and doing the best we can to answer them. But hopefully we can start that off with a great presentation from Lisa. So with that, why don't you take it away, Lisa?
Okay, thanks, Melissa. As I said, I'm very happy to be here to talk about the Clipper Start program. It's a program that's near and dear to my heart, and one that we've already gotten a lot of positive feedback about. Next slide. So MTC and the transit agencies have recognized a growing need for discounted transit fares for low-income adults. And in 2015, we embarked on a study to look at the desirability and viability of a means-based pilot. What would it look like if we put a program together to test the ability to provide transit fare assistance to low-income adults. The Clipper Start program is just a demonstration of our commitment to develop a discounted fare program, making public transit more accessible. Next. We have some well-defined goals because this is a pilot program. We're measuring 4 implementation goals. We're taking a look at awareness. How aware are people of the program? What kind of experience are they having? Is it a positive experience? When they go to the website, is it easy for them to find the information that they need and to actually apply for the program? We're looking at financial viability. Is this financially feasible for transit operators and MTC to operate or to offer to people in the region? And is it administratively feasible? How difficult is it to manage this program? And is it something that can be sustained over a period of time? In addition to the implementation goals, we have 2 impact goals, and those are affordability and increased access. Affordability looks at how burdened participants are and whether or not this program helps decrease their burden. Increased access looks at how we've enabled people to go more places. Are they able to get to doctor's appointments, shopping, other necessities of life as a result of having access to this program? Next. So we're starting with 4 transit agencies: Caltrain, SFMTA, Golden Gate Transit, and BART. As Melissa said, Caltrain is offering a 50% discount on single ride fares. So are SFMTA and Golden Gate Transit. BART is offering a 20% discount also on single ride fares. To be eligible for the program, you must be an adult earning under 200% of the federal poverty level. And just to give you an idea, that comes out to roughly $52,000 a year for a household of 4. The pilot is being offered through the Clipper program, and I'll talk about that and how Clipper cards play into it in just a moment. And it's going to run for 18 months. We also agreed that MTC would administer the program on behalf of the region. Next. We want a lot of people to know about the program, so we're conducting comprehensive outreach to promote it. We are working with 7 social service agencies right now in all the counties that are touched by the transit agencies and that serve them. And we also are reaching out to community-based organizations, hundreds of them, to get them, both the social service agencies and the community-based organizations, to assist their clients in applying for the program. We also have been working with the participating transit agencies to take advantage of what they might be able to offer by way of advertising. A lot of them have availability of space on their buses or in their stations, or in the case of Caltrain, on board their trains. So we've worked with them to provide advertising for those spaces. In addition, we've done some paid advertising. We've supplemented what the transit agencies were able to provide, and we've also done some digital advertising on top of that, hoping to reach as many people as possible. Next slide. It's very easy to apply for the program. You need access to a desktop computer or a mobile phone, and if you don't have one of those, we've produced brochures, and in the inside of the brochure is an application. So you can do it online, or you can do it with paper by sending us your application in the mail. The requirements for the program are that you must provide a copy of your proof of identity, proof of your income, a Bay Area mailing address, and then we do ask you to answer several survey questions. This is a pilot, so this helped us determine how helpful the pilot was in terms of assisting people get around. Next. The documentation that we accept are as follows. For proof of identity, we will accept a driver's license or a passport, a city or state ID card, a permanent resident card, a U.S. military card, or a matricula consular card. For proof of income, we will accept a copy of your EBT or Medi-Cal card, your SFMTA Lifeline Pass number, a copy of your county benefits eligibility letter, or a copy of your tax form. Next. Once you've applied and been approved for the program, it's very easy to get started using it. We will send you a Clipper card with your name on it that's encoded specifically to provide you with discounts on single rides. All you need to do is add cash value to that card and start riding. The discount is calculated automatically whenever you ride transit. Next. This is a look at what our website looks like. On the left, you'll see our homepage, and it provides all the basic information that you need about the program. On the right-hand side is a copy or is an example of the application that you would fill out to apply for the program. You can learn much more by visiting clipperstartcard.com. It walks you through all the requirements, all the steps that you need to do, and it's very easy to apply. So I hope that people consider that. Thank you. Melissa, I'll turn it back to you.
Great, thank you for that great presentation, Lisa. Very informative. And I just wanted to add a couple of notes just specific to Caltrain. So for folks who receive a Clipper Start card and ride Caltrain, just like any other Clipper card that you use to ride on Caltrain, it's very important that you tag off at the end of your trip. That makes sure that you get charged the correct fare and that you receive your discount. So we definitely want to make sure that you receive that, and you do that by tagging off. I guess one other thing too that I would add is that your Clipper Start card works just like any other Clipper card. So you can use it to ride anywhere in the Bay Area on a transit operator that accepts Clipper. So think of this as a new Clipper card that you can use all around the Bay. And for the agencies that are enrolled in Clipper Start, you'll receive that discount. So with that, let's turn it over to Q&A. Let's see, I think we already have some questions coming in here. So the first question, Lisa, I think this might be one for you. If I already qualified for Clipper Start on BART, do I have to reapply for Caltrain?
No, when you apply for Clipper Start, you're eligible to receive the discount on all 4 of the participating agencies. So you only need one Clipper Start card. And then just add cash value to it and ride on whichever systems you want. And as Melissa pointed out, you can also use it on other transit systems as well that don't offer the discount. So one Clipper card is all you need.
That's great info. Let's see, okay, we have another one here, which is, I'm currently on unemployment. Why doesn't that qualify me for Clipper Start?
Okay, I'll take that, Melissa.
Oh yeah, sorry, I think that's a good one for you, Lisa, yes.
So we've tried to make it very broad what documents we'll accept for proof of eligibility for the Clipper Start program. It's based on household income. And so what we do is we know that a lot of people are currently starting to receive unemployment, and we strongly encourage them to apply for the programs that would enable them to be able to qualify for Clipper Start. So for example, CalFresh or CalWorks or one of the other cash assistance programs that would give you an EBT card or Medi-Cal, any of those programs. And you also have the option to provide a tax form as well.
That's great, thank you. Okay, it looks like I would like to remind you to please type in your questions on Facebook via the comments feature, or you can, if you're on Zoom, submit them through the Q&A function on Zoom. There's a special Q&A box that you can type into on Zoom. And if you need to speak your question because you're unable to type it, you can press *9 on your telephone to raise your hand on Zoom, and we can take your question that way as well. Okay, so let's go to another question. If I already have a Clipper card, do I need to apply for another one when applying to Clipper Start? I think that's a good question for you, Lisa.
Yes, and unfortunately, you will get a new card when you apply and are qualified for the Clipper Start program. You can still keep your other card and use it on other systems if you'd like, but you can easily just transfer your value to your Clipper Start card if you're using cash value. And we will combine it into a single account. So if you have an online account and you go to log in, you should see your original Clipper card as well as your new Clipper Start card. So you can manage it all in one place.
Very good. It looks like we have a raised hand. So let's go to the person with the raised hand. Conan, could you unmute that person, please?
It looks like he dropped off. If he comes back, I will give you a prompt.
Okay.
He's not there right now.
No worries at all. Let's see, do we have any other questions that have come in on Facebook or in the Zoom Q&A? Oh, it looks like we've got another one. Great. So is there a student discount program for Caltrain? Christian, this might be a great question for you.
Sorry about that, having some technical issues here. At this point, there is no particular student program that we are looking at, but we would be curious if you could send more information about what your thoughts are on the program. However, there is a GoPass program, which is an annual fair program where the companies or residential or institutional educational companies can join the program, and they pay a low fare for all their employees or students in their institution.
That's great. And we also have a youth discount, is that right? For if this person is younger than 19, I think?
Correct. Person 18 and younger has 50% discount, and they can apply for the Clipper Youth Card if they would like to use a Clipper card.
That's
Christian,
great.
can I just add that all you need to do is go to clippercard.com, and right on the homepage, there's a section about discount cards, and you can find information about how to apply for a youth card that way.
Great. Thanks to you both for that information. Let's see, do we have any other questions that have come in? Let me take a look. It looks like we don't. For the moment, Christian or Lisa, is there anything you would want to add that you thought of in the last few minutes that we haven't touched on yet about this program?
All I would say is that we really encourage people to look into the program by visiting clipperstartcard.com. It's a very easy program to apply for, and we think that a lot of people in the region probably are qualified for it. So check it out, see if you have the documentation that you need to apply, and go ahead and submit your application.
I wanted to add that if organizations that have worked with the community and has access would like to help us to promote the program, they can also go to the clipperstartcard.com and order materials.
That's true.
Yeah, Lisa, you want to
we have brochures, and we have posters in 2 sizes. Thank you for reminding me about this. We have brochures and posters in 2 sizes, in English, Spanish, traditional Chinese, and Filipino. And again, you just go to clipperstartcard.com, scroll down to the bottom and click on organizations, and it'll take you to the page where you can order those materials, and they're free.
That's great. Well, we hope that everyone out there who's eligible for this program applies. This is a pilot program, and we want it to be as successful as possible. And, you know, we've got the next, call it 16 months, where this is going to be available. So we really hope that you apply if you're seeing this and haven't already by going to www.clipperstartcard.com. We're going to wrap up. I think that's the end of our questions. And I want to remind you all that we're going to be archiving this video up on Facebook. So for folks who want to get this information again or share it with your friends or with an organization that you think could be interested in this, that video will be available for you up there. So thank you all for tuning in. We appreciate it, and we hope that you start writing with Clipper Start soon.